Joining me now, Fox News contributor Rachel Campos-Duffy, good to see you, and Washington Times opinion editor, Fox News contributor Charlie Hurt. Good to see you, Charlie.
Hey, Lou.
Well, Rachel, let's start with you. It seems to me that you were suggesting that the health care bill might actually make it through the House, and it turned out you were right.
And you told me you were going to eat crow when Paul Ryan got this through the House. I thought I nearly fell off my chair. I just heard you say in the last segment with Kimberly that Paul Ryan deserves credit. I never thought I'd hear those words.
You didn't think I was going to eat crow only with you. I had to do it from the top of the show, the middle of the show, the latter part of the show, and I give him credit because, in large measure, he credited the President of the United States for his leadership on moving the legislation through.
Look, Lou, of course there was good leadership on the part of the president, but if you recall in another interview you and I had together, I told you that they were like peanut butter and jelly. They need each other. They go better together, and that's what happened. Donald Trump couldn't do what he did without Paul and the work that he did in the House to get everyone together, and Paul couldn't do it without Donald Trump putting pressure. I happened to be in D.C. today, and I was walking near the Speaker's office yesterday in the Capitol, and I saw the members of Congress.
Just happened to be going by the Speaker's office?
Well, yes, I did. I happened to be going by the Speaker's office, and I'm going to tell you what, I saw members of Congress lined up outside of his office. He was having meetings all day long. He was doing his job, and so was Donald Trump. And this is what a team looks like. This is a great day for Republicans. This is a great day for our country. And, and Lou Dobbs, you owe it to Paul Ryan.
I've eaten all the crow I'm going to have tonight.
It's delicious, isn't it?
I have to say that if this continues at this level, it is delicious, and no one will be happier than me.
We're going to get sick of winning. We're going to get sick of winning.
Yeah, we are, because you know what's wonderful about that? The President of the United States just showed Paul Ryan how it's done. And Charlie, let's turn to you. I expect a greater magnanimity, if you will, than what I've just experienced, without, lofty expectations, I should say. What do you make of the day? It was, as the President said, a day where the party came together, I thought, and your thoughts?
I think it's an absolute victory for Donald Trump and a victory for Paul Ryan in some sense. But I also think that it's the beginning of a very, very difficult time for Republicans, because Republicans now, as usual, Donald Trump's instincts on this were so right on from the beginning when he said that, the easiest thing for Republicans to do would be to step back and let Obamacare fail and then blame Democrats for it. And now Republicans, if this gets through the Senate, and that's a big if it gets through the Senate, Republicans own Obamacare after that. They own federal health care after that. And that's going to be a tough thing to defend in future elections.
Yeah, but that's the way it should be. It should be the responsibility of the party in power that moves legislation and creates law to take responsibility for it.
I wish Democrats had the spine to actually get involved and try to fix the mess that they created, but I guess that's probably asking far too much.
Well, I think you're joining me in lofty expectations that we probably should be a little careful with.
But I think that, Lou, can I just add,
sure.
Charlie's right. The Republicans do own health care, but they're also going to own something else, because the pathway for health care is the pathway to tax reform, and tax reform is the pathway to jobs and prosperity, and that is the pathway to a great election in the midterms and in the presidential. Because ultimately, when people feel good about their families economically, that's where the sweet spot is. And we are about to see some pent-up economic energy just be unleashed when tax reform comes through. We couldn't do it without health care.